Good evening and welcome to Failure to Stop's Uncuffed Monday Society and Culture News. I've got with me comedian J. Darrell White and comedian Margaret Owens, former officer J. Darrell White as well, and veteran myself, former police officer, comedian, here to break down all the things going on in Hollywood. And we've got a show packed for you tonight. Got a lot of people lining up in the chat, so we appreciate you guys being there. Shout out to Will Craig, David J, Mike Dutcher, Nathaniel Burnside. What's going on? He says, what's going on? Will Craig says, Bazinga. Bazinga. It's going to be a fun show today. Ka-chow, somebody else says. It's good. I like all the noises. I like all the noises in the chats. Tonight's show brought to you by factormeals.com/Wolfpack50. And what keeps me up at night? No, what keeps me in bed at night? Ghostbed.com/Wolfpack. Sleep so good, it's scary. Take it away, Joshua.
The growing calls across the nation to defund the police.
To end policing as we know it.
Off the charts violence in New York City. 11 people shot in just 8 hours on
Sunday. This is
Sunday.
about the police officers who every single day put on that uniform and they run towards danger when we run away from it.
And you're not reading a teleprompter.
Did you see a teleprompter in this room at all?
It's all
You-
it is.
Yeah, it's all in my head. You put that on social media, like something about I don't.
Yeah, I did.
Did you ask me if I use a teleprompter?
No, I was saying, and you don't. You gotta
Oh,
do-
I thought you were saying, do you use a
No,
teleprompter? I said,
no.
have you ever seen a
He
teleprompter
was saying
in the
make your
studio?
videos better by using a teleprompter, and I said you got Ghost Bed memorized. You just
Well, I've been
say
doing
it from
it.
the heart.
Been doing it for 4 years, and I sleep on one every night and get the massage from it every night. I do all the things.
from experience.
Yeah.
But you know what? I do want to say something real quick that I found out, and it's sad because I was a fan and I used to watch it. You may be a little too young, but Phil Donahue passed away today.
Oh, I saw that.
So rest in peace, Phil Donahue. I used to love watching.
Yeah,
his
me
show.
too.
Now tell all the young bucks who Phil Donahue is.
Man, you heard of Oprah Winfrey, right?
Never heard of her.
You
And
heard of
Geraldo.
Sally, yeah, Geraldo and Sally, Jesse Raphael, and all them. Well, he was Montel. Well, Phil Donahue is like the godfather of daytime
Jen
talk
Jones.
show. I mean, yeah, he was there bringing real guests, and they had real issues that they talked about way before Maury and Jerry Springer stuff started popping up, So I just wanted, but I was shocked about that.
I didn't know that.
To be honest, I thought he was already.
Oh,
because
there he
hadn't heard
is.
Anything
Yeah.
about him, but he was real good.
All right. Well, we got a good show for you guys today. We got the Ozempic deniers, why celebrities are lying about the diabetes meds, the weight loss meds. We've also got Dennis Quaid's battle with the Reagan film being censored on Netflix and Facebook. But why? What does Ronald Reagan have anything to do with the election season or the cycle? It's a biopic. So we're going to dive into that. And then we've also got this breakdancing phenomenon, Reagan, who has just, let's start there. Let's start tonight with Reagan. I want to personally say thank you to Reagan for making breakdancing white. And I wouldn't say white again. Like, she just made it white. Like, breakdance was never a white thing, but it is now. It's a white thing now. How does that make you feel as a black man
When
in America?
I first saw somebody say, "Man, they break dance," and I was like, "When did they make that a sport?" And when it made it to that level,
Is that what it is though?
yeah, that's what they did. This was the
Margaret,
first
you
year-
didn't know?
No, I saw that, but I thought she was just like the guy getting his diploma, how he was cutting up. I thought she was just cutting up. I didn't know that was.
That was real.
Yeah.
She's a real athlete.
Okay.
She
But
dedicated
she
her whole
was-
life
she
for
was,
this.
She was dancing stuff, but see, I didn't see America competed in that. And if they did have America, what is the process? I mean, come on, that you talking about breakdancing is
Some of that
is
stuff, they
like
should have
back
put
in the
Rapper G up there.
70s and 80s.
Put Rapper G them on there.
You know what I'm saying?
Galen Sanders, let them do it.
Yeah, but I mean, have you
anything,
seen some of those breakdancers now where they do like the robotic?
Oh yeah,
That's
they
a
can
tick-
do
the
it.
tick and
But-
stuff.
but
Yeah,
she
they
was
look like they're
she-
like floating.
the stuff she was doing was not break dancing.
It was-
Do we have the video of her breakdancing?
I can tell you, I saw it.
Oh, here it is. Look at this.
is that? What's that? What is she doing? What is breaking about? Shit. What is that?
Yo, bro, she's walking around like, pointing at like, the sprinkler, bro. She just did the sprinkler, bro.
They should let.
Now she's doing the kangaroo.
That's
Shit.
That's the
What
baby
is,
crawl.
what is that?
That's the.
That's the knee burns.
It looked like a transformer breaking.
She having a fit.
Yeah, bro. Was
thought it was a
that
joke.
okay? Was that the whitest thing you've ever seen? Does that go down in like the most white things that have ever happened to Black culture Hall of Fame?
I mean, you know that.
I don't know. I
that-
thought it was a joke. I didn't know. It was
Yeah, I
it.
did too. That's crazy. That's a mockery.
Have you-
Doesn't that seem
It's
like a mockery? Yeah.
Can he play something this real breakdancing so you can see what it,
Yeah,
some people that don't.
get us a video while we talk for a minute, Josh, of like a real break dancer. Preferably a black one.
That's like me taking something
She's
that
flexible, but she
predominantly white people do, and I go up there and try to do it
Yeah.
and do it bad, have no business. I should be doing it, but I'm.
Well,
I'm
what
making
is something that white people do that if you tried it would be a mockery?
country
casserole?
dancing, country.
No, there's some
country
good
dancing.
black country dancers. Joel Patrick slays it on the fucking dance floor, dude.
But I mean, something.
Or how about making casseroles?
Yeah,
Green
yeah,
bean.
Yeah, because y'all, the casserole, I'll have y'all be like, hold on, he doing too much. He got a turkey neck in there. He put a ham hock in there. He got a whole ham hock in a damn casserole and a green bean casserole. Y'all don't season
on each corner.
He's racist. He's a racist.
It's a fact that white people do not season their food like black people.
Yeah.
That's why black people have high blood pressure and cholesterol, man. Because I ain't gonna lie. I sit there and I took my dad out to eat Friday, get him out of the house, and we went to Robin's Nest. And they season their food pretty good. I don't know who the cook is in the back, but the food be seasoned pretty good. My dad ain't even taste his food. He took that daggone salt. Shoo. I said, damn, daddy, look, all that salt. He said, you white people don't season their food. I was like, good gracious. But
Dude, so now let me ask you this. Do you think it's are you offended? Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Set it on fire.
I'm
Gotta do that.
disappointed. I'm more not offended. I'm more disappointed because I mean, breakdown to me is just like rapping. A lot of people talk about rapping is black man. No, I like Eminem.
Yeah, he does good. Eminem.
Hell, I like Ice Baby. Back
Vanilla
in the day.
Ice.
Vanilla Ice when he came out. The Beastie Boys. Third Base. There's a lot of white rappers out there that are good. They rapping about something. I mean, they sound good and everything, but they didn't mock. They didn't mock it. They actually put their heart in it, and they studied and they worked with black artists, and they were good.
Yeah.
That girl ain't worked with nobody black to do those moves. I don't know what it is.
You know what it reminds me of? Do you remember Rush Hour where Jackie Chan's like,
Yeah.
I doing that thing? And he's like, what is that? What is that? Yo, show us a real breakdancer.
I mean, you can go to the
So did she win or something?
No, hell no. She didn't win.
I was wondering.
Hell no. You got us a real breakdancer? All right, here we go. This is France versus Canada.
See, what were USA?
Oh, look, and they're black though. Yeah. Oh, it's way better. Oh,
See,
that was
that
just
right
trying to do
there.
something like that.
Exactly.
What you trying to do?
That's breakdancing right there.
yeah.
Because I used to do that.
You serious, right?
Yeah,
Dude,
okay.
did you have a pick in your hair when you did it?
I
Look at this guy.
Look.
Yeah.
My mom worked at Cutter before it was
I remember Cutter.
Griffles, yeah.
It used to be back in the day. It used to be Cutter Laboratory, where they had a plant picnic, and they had it in an actual. They cooked the food, brought the food outside, and they had it in a warehouse type. And some of the entertainment was dancing and stuff, and they actually had posted things in there, wanted family members say, hey, put together a breakdancing team. And I was on it. My mama had me on it. And one of my classmates who was white, him and his older brother. His older brother was good at doing the windmills and all that stuff, the handstands. He did that while we did the pop locks and stuff. And we jammed and we won.
Do it again.
We was like,
we still got it.
You can pass it off.
Yeah, we were doing the heartbeat.
Let's do it. Let's pass it on. Let's pass it on.
I don't know what to do.
That was worse than ray gun.
It was. I don't have a pop lock.
That's all because she didn't know how to do it. You didn't know how to do it. We got to do some line dances. I know she does some line dances.
God, she's like the blackest redneck I've ever met in my whole life.
The sun ripping off on her.
So the thing with Ray Gun now is that she puts on this incredibly offensive, like I'm offended and I'm white. I'm offended by her attempt at doing breakdancing. And now the internet is taken it by storm. And now she feels bullied and offended. And it's gone too far with the memes. Show us some of these. Listen, hang on. Before you show us the memes, I always used to tell my rookies when I was a cop, don't be a meme. Yep. Whatever you do in your job, don't become a meme, right? And I mean, that's what I try to teach my kids. Like, hey, just whatever you do, don't try not to be a meme. Like that should be, is what I'm about to do going to make me a meme or a GIF or something? And she went and broke the Tansy rule. She became a meme. Show us some of these epic memes that we got. Look at this one, Jay. Jay, look at this one. Show us another one. So that's Ray Gun. Look at her. Should they get the Braveheart scene? Ray Gun in the Braveheart scene. All right, what's another one? Boy, that's the Michael Jackson Thriller one.
I've seen him do one where they had Teron Lou, the famous picture where Allen Iverson did that jump and he was going over him. He did the same thing going over him.
Oh, look at this one. That's a 300 where she's kicking the Spartan guy down there. Okay, I like that one. Got any more? What was the Jurassic Park one? Look at this one. Oh, dude, that's why I love the internet. But now she's kind of taking to the streets. Let me read you this article real quickly here. This is an article from Sport Bible. I don't know if you want to pull it up or not, Josh, while I read it, but it's from Sport Bible. Judge reveals what judging panel really thought of Ray Gun before disastrous Olympics, and it speaks volumes. This is written by Ben McCrum. A judge from New Zealand has revealed the thoughts of the breaking community on Ray Gun and her controversial performance at the Olympic Games. The reason why it's controversial is because she fucking sucked worse than anybody's ever sucked in the Olympics, making just, I mean, basically it's taken white people back to the days of like the Jim Crow era days, really. Just set us back. All the work we've done to become friends with our African neighbors, she fucking single-handedly ruined it for all of us. I mean, do you guys feel like slaves again because of that?
No.
Oh.
I've never been a slave, so.
All right.
Do you guys feel oppressed because of that?
I've never been oppressed.
Oh, well, maybe she didn't set us back thousands of years.
Well,
do you hate white people more because of that?
I don't hate them at all.
Why would I hate white people when my last name is White?
Because of what she did.
And I have white blood in me.
I'm just saying.
My great grandfather.
If I was a black person, I would hate white people because of this bitch.
Now she might have thought. I thought it was a joke. So since it's not a joke,
it's not a joke.
She might have did her best. She probably thinks she did.
But then again, where's she from? She's not from the United States.
She's from Australia.
Okay, so
she did her best.
Other countries embrace our cultures. I mean, like in Korea, you're military.
But Koreans can break dance.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about they can't have damn sing, but they were sitting up in there rapping 50 Cent, and you're like, are they singing Michael Jackson?
It's about Korean karaoke.
He's like, they ass off out of tune and everything, but they be over there jamming. It's close to midnight. And you be like, no, that ain't how it sounds. They don't supposed to go like that. You had a whole bunch of Korean Michael Jacksons over there.
Yeah.
All right, listen. Did Jamin 1979 says she does not represent us regarding Australia. Not only did she embarrass us, but she insulted our Aboriginal culture. See, they're not the only one that thinks that black people should hate us more. more for that performance. All right, let me read this article. After over 2 weeks of the most talented athletes in the world competing against each other, the 2024 Olympics is over. But while the medal winners impressed viewers, the star of the games was undoubtedly Australian breakdancer Rachel Gunn, or Reagan, after her performance in Paris went viral online. And now a breaking judge from Oceania has spoken out about her performance. Speaking on Instagram Live, Kiwi judge Tay, I'm not going to pronounce that right, so we'll just skip it, praised Reagan for her courage in performing at the games and confirmed that she had qualified to compete, though completely legitimate means. But here, I'll get into the legitimate games because it wasn't that legit.
But they gave up baseball for that. They stopped. They had baseball and softball.
They got rid of
Olympic teams. Yeah,
they got rid of baseball.
They got rid of that for this shit.
He said all us judges talked about how she was going to get smashed, absolutely smashed at the Olympics. She knew it was going to be rough, so it's actually courageous of her. Then just don't fucking do it. Exactly. If you're going to embarrass your country, just don't fucking do it. Like, you want to be a meme that bad that you just went out there and did it? That's why I'm saying, like, sometimes shaming is deserved. And sometimes, if you're asking to be bullied, then you can't be that upset when people bully you. Like, if I knew that I sucked at the reason why I get so nervous before a comedy event is because I worked so hard to be funny and I really don't want to embarrass myself or the person who let me up there. So I work really hard to like, obviously she did not work very hard. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, I could do that dance and I can't dance at all. I can't. Yes, you can.
I can't. No, because I'm stiff. So that's why I said maybe she.
You stick up your butt.
No, I don't stick with my butt, but yeah, it's I don't have a stick with my butt.
You can't twerk.
So here we go.
Nope.
You can't twerk.
I got something bad to know about that. You can't twerk. No.
You can't twerk. You ever tried? Do you ever sometimes you're like home by yourself? You just walk by the mirror.
By the time I do the first pop, my back pop still hurting. I ain't even trying to, yeah.
You don't ever walk by the mirror. I do it. Sometimes I walk by the mirror. I get out of the shower and I look at my dump truck and I just. You know what I mean? Just for a second.
Now I think watermelon got me my butt because I used to be flat, but I've been eating watermelon.
You eat a lot of watermelon?
Yeah, so don't get the BBLs.
Stereotype. Let me finish this. Also,
I'm serious though.
Weefia, also known by his nickname Rush, also responded to recent false claims that Reagan had created the breakdancing governing body, which ran the Oceania qualifiers. The claims also stated that Gunn's husband, who was also a breakdancer, was on the judging panel that selected her to represent Australia at the Olympic Games. Writing in the caption of his live stream, he said, dispelling some of the misinformation that is being spread. If you've been sharing that BS petition around just because it suits your narrative, shame on you. Spreading misinformation discredits your cause. We need to do better. Well, who the fuck taught her how to dance like that? Just tell us who did it so we can start blaming the right person. But you won't, because journalism is dead. As she responded to online criticism and memes, speaking on her Instagram account, the 36-year-old said, by the way, a 36-year-old doesn't have any business fucking dancing in the Olympics. I wanted to start by thanking all the people who support me. She said, I really appreciate the positivity and was glad I was able to bring some joy into our lives. That's what I hoped for. I didn't realize that would also open the door to so much hate, which has frankly been pretty devastating. I went out there and I had fun because that's what the Olympics is about, right? Is having fun.
Some shit
fuck
like
out of here.
You would see an act like that at a halftime of a basketball professional NBA game, maybe I wouldn't even put it so much as a Super Bowl halftime show.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But
they got it on the Olympics. This is countries.
I went out there and I had fun.
So
but she had fun, Jay. She had fun.
So that was considered a sport, right?
Yeah.
So next
this
year,
I think they're getting rid of it, aren't they?
Josh, they need to let different churches enter their best shouters. Yeah, the best shouters, the praise dancers, not praise dancers, but the shouting.
They cuss and drink and smoke.
They might, but I'm saying she probably do too. But I'm just saying, if you want to do that, someone got a down pat and knows that what steps good.
You getting into religion, and then you talking about different countries.
I'm talking about dancing though. I ain't talking about
they ain't gonna have no praise dance.
They got that right there.
What about Olympic worship singing?
Volleyball. It's different,
I would root for you in the Olympics.
Jesus,
Margaret.
Okay.
Dude, we gotta do Margs with Mark. We gotta do Margs with Mark this week.
Can you imagine? Yeah, if they had preachers, they sent some preachers.
Yeah, which one can hoop the most? What is it?
It was different. Going to a church when I left home and when I was in the military. this was actually in training because once you get to your duty station, you do whatever you want to do or whatever. But during basic training and your schooling, Sundays was our rest day. We would go to church. Sometimes we'd go to church and try to get some sleep. The drill sergeants would leave. They would go out the door once you get seated. You sitting up there asleep, and guys would, wake you up.
Well, you could just say you're praying.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, man, this is how I worship.
And I remember I went to church when I said, I'm going to get out of these details and I'm going to go to church. We marched and get up in there, and there was a white preacher. He got up there, oh, Father God. And just his tone, I was like, I was sleeping with my mouth open. All the black guys in there was falling asleep. Had to stand up, drink the canteen of water. All the white guys was up in there and just was like, God, what? I'm not used to this. Just his tone. And then they got to singing out the hymn book. Pass me not, oh gentle Savior.
Yeah, dude, you're really good at it. You could be in the Olympics.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't. It just won't.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite?
Do not pass me by. And the preaching. Well, God said, you has been delivered. Everything you do, I can walk on water. I can, stuff like that. That's
I ain't starting to see you go hit you.
I was about to raise my hand.
But you know what I'm saying? It's totally different. And the military, I was sitting there like, oh gosh. So yeah, if that was in the Olympics, good and well we were seeing one of our best preachers that do that, and he would win it. I believe he would win it.
Damn, dude, we should do a preach off. Fair to stop preach off preaching Olympics, but they only get 15 minutes though.
Right, and give them a topic.
Yeah.
You're gonna close 5 times. In my closing,
yep.
It's easy 15
I know y'all ready to go up.
Yeah, you give them 15 minutes, because that means they're realistically going to take 30.
I hate to say it.
Say my closing.
During the NFL football season, I don't go to church.
Yeah.
Because they take too long.
That's probably why the Cowboys haven't won a Super Bowl.
Football. Unless they're in the football, they're this could be
that's the pastor.
The Lord said.
He even said, I'm about to close. I know some of y'all want to get home so y'all can watch the game. Me too. I'm a Panthers fan. And especially if the Panthers play at 1:00, but if they play at 4:00, he be trying to stay a little longer. Like, Pastor, come on, come on,
keep it fair,
right?
Keep it fair.
Trying to sing an extra song.
Let me give you a little breakdancing trivia. What is it called when? What is it also called when boys do it?
Breakdancing?
Yeah, no, it's called b-boying.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, you knew it. What is it called when girls do it?
She-boy. I mean, I don't know.
She-boy?
I just make it up. So,
how about b-girling? Yeah.
I know B-boy.
It's a style. That's what that is.
What's that?
Yep.
Breakdancing or breaking, also called b-boying or b-girling, is a style of street dance originated by African Americans with notable contributions from Puerto Ricans in the Bronx. Breakdancing consists mainly of 4 kinds of movement: top rock, down rock, power moves, and freezes, and is typically set to songs containing drum breaks, especially in funk, soul, and hip hop.
Go check out the movies Breaking and Breaking Part 2. You did some phrases. And then Beat Street. Then there's Beat Street. There's a movie called Beat Street, and they break. I mean, those are the 3 main movies of breakdancing and stuff.
Let's see. This is from Wikipedia. According to dance researcher Hari Hanalia, it has been clear that the break dance and other hip hop related dances at the very least resemble or even were inherited from earlier African American dances, which have been collectively called jazz dance since the term appeared in 1917 and was established by the end of 1920s. For example, in 1942, the Mills Brothers short film The Caravan featured a dance sequence that bears a striking resemblance to modern break dancing. I'm not going to read all that, but
did you know?
It's getting down on now.
What's that?
Breakdancing.
I was just about to say it.
Up rock.
Breakdance.
Australia, worldwide expansion. Australia, by the 1990s, Australia was world leading power move country, according to 2020 award-winning breaker Kid Tech. Stars of the time included B-Boy All-Stars from Brisbane, who appeared on the American talent show Star Search in 1992. So, I mean, like, Australia's supposed to be top dog for breakdancing, and that's what they gave us?
I'm tell you one.
That was trash.
I'm gonna tell you who a lot of people don't know this, but you remember Rerun, right?
Yeah.
Frederick Stubbs. His real name was Frederick Berry.
Oh, what's
So
happening?
he was off the show What's Happening, and he was a pop locker. They used to call them pop lockers back in the day.
Stop, drop, pop, and lock.
I know them guys, some of them little skinny ones come out there.
And the rerun was fat. He was a heavy set guy and could
But he could do it.
He could do it. But come to find out, he did it on the show. But he was for real. He did it for real.
Davey in the chat says Arsenio Hall's Preacher for a new series.
There is a God. Was that him on Comes to America?
Come to America, yeah. He was a preacher.
Summer Night says she was so bad I thought the clips were the Special Olympics.
Oh, I thought it was a joke. Who said that?
Armory Night, that was super funny.
It was combined. It was combined with the
Paralympics.
Yeah, so but they were going on at the same time.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So
could have easily been.
Yeah,
maybe she just went. Maybe she's super special and she went to the wrong. Went to the wrong
I
stage.
just can't believe the Americans weren't in it. We didn't. No, I don't. Did anybody enter? And did we? I mean, did the Americans even know it was a?
Did she really beat? Armory Knight says in the live chats here. Look at the other women that she beat. Must have been rigged. Can you deadleg research for us quickly what place she came in? She had to have come in last. If not, yeah, there's something crazy because why wouldn't we be seeing? Anybody worse than her? I don't know why you do that. I'm going to do an ad read really quick, and then we're going to jump into this Ozempic deniers. Why celebrities are lying about Ozempic. We'll dive on. And then we got some Ozempic specialists in with us tonight, so that'll be interesting. But right now, listen, the healthiest way to lose weight, undoubtedly, like unarguably, is just having a proper diet if you can do it. Yeah, or crack cocaine. If you can't afford to crack cocaine, you can absolutely afford Factor Meals at factormeals.com/Wolfpack. 50% off. These are chef prepared, never frozen meals delivered right to your door. All you got to do is pop them in the microwave for 2 minutes and you're good to go. You want to get Papa Swolio? You hit that protein heavy with 50 grams plus of protein. You want to get lean and mean? Go with that 550 calories or less dinner options from the calorie conscious side of the menu. You want to do vegetarian? You want to do vegan, you want to do gluten-free, whatever diet you have, they can prepare meals for you. And it's at about the same cost as what you're going to make from the grocery store. By the time you drive to the grocery store with your children and they fucking pick all the different cereal brands and all the other bullshit that you didn't plan on buying. And then you go and you get all the different foods. You come home, you cook it separately. You cook your chicken, you cook your beef, cook your pork, and then you spend all that time. It's a wash, guys. Go over to factormeals.com. Let them do it for you. Delivered right to your door in the beautifully packaged boxes, with the Nordic ice to keep everything cool. And they come with some nice little coupons. But listen, don't eat like a peasant. Eat like middle class or above. Head over to factormeals.com. Use the promo code Wolfpack50 for 50% off. If you're any first responder, you're a banker, a cubicle nerd, anybody that just doesn't really get a long lunch break, but you have access to a microwave, Factor Meals is an absolute no-brainer. Gives you all that time with your family and children, so you don't have to worry about meal planning or having a shitty diet. Also, losing weight, all those things. Getting a good night's sleep is important. Doesn't matter if you're using Ozempic or Factor Meals. If you're not getting a good night's sleep, it throws off the body completely, which is why we always say mental wellness starts with a good night's sleep. I'm proud to be sponsored by ghostbed.com/Wolfpack for sleep so good it's scary. We're talking about beds made in the good old USA. If making beds was an Olympic sport, Ghostbed would have a gold up in there, as Ray Gun would say, as she points to her shirt. Anyway, head over to listen. I got the massage base, the massage topper. I love my massage topper. I use it every night. You guys hear me rant and rave about it. They got the cooling sheets, so if it gets hot like it does in Texas. I was in Texas this week, 103 degrees when I left in the evening, 103 degrees in Dallas. I was in Dallas.
Did you wear boots and hat?
No.
Cowboy hat?
No.
You was in Urban Texas.
I went to a rodeo in Fort Worth.
You should have went and did a Dallas Cowboy tour of the building, tour of the stadium.
I could have done that, but I'm a heterosexual white male, so I'm not really into.
Oh, so you're a Cleveland Brown fan.
Worse, I'm a Pittsburgh Pirates Steelers fan.
Oh man, y'all have a quarterback controversy going
I don't even sports, but anyway, head over to ghostbed.com, get you a bed, get you the mattress, get you the pillows. The pillows are where it's at. The mattresses are insane. Anywhere from hard to soft to medium to mattresses with the healing technology in it. They've been with us since day one.
You know, I told you my uncle.
Dude, you're gonna need it. Dude, listen, this thing will move into a couch. It'll sit all the way into a couch where you can lay it up with prop your feet up. And then if you get the massage base, it'll like airlift one side of your hip, lower the other one if you're getting hip cramps or sciatica problems. It's awesome, man. Yeah, he's got it pulled up here online.
Uncle just broke his hip, so he might be in shop for bed.
You head over to Ghostbed. Maybe they'll hook him up 50% off. Tell you part of the Wolf Pack. All right, let's jump into this next story. The Ozempic celebrities. You got so listen. First of all, you guys have actually taken Ozempic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tell me about it real quick. Tell me about Ozempic. Tell me about your Ozempic journey.
Well, I'm a diabetic type 2, and I'm taking the long active insulin, one shot per day, and my numbers just not coming down. So the lady was like, well, if you keep showing us your numbers, and if you go have you had your eyes checked? I said, I'm scheduled to go get my eyes checked. She said, okay, well, bring me that information and I can put it all together and I can present and try to get you one shot. She did before she told me what the name was. She said, you can get one shot where you take once a week along with your once a day. And it's good. And I was like, okay, what's the name of it? She said, Ozempic. I never heard of it, whatever. And then I started taking it, that once a week thing. You take a little, it's like 0.2 milliliters, and then you take that for like 3 weeks straight, and then the next 3 weeks you do it goes up like twice, it doubles. But man, that thing will make you shit. I messed up like a whole pack of draws. I'm serious.
Wait, you shit yourself?
Right, I did. I'm serious, man. It had bubble guts. It give you my stomach were hurting. I lost my appetite, couldn't eat. So I think that's all that shit and help you lose weight, because I did lose some weight.
Right.
But I'm a diabetic. The thing is for diabetics, but they say it helped with
weight loss. Yeah.
And I didn't need to lose no weight, but man, I swear, I think I shitted everything I had in that I ate for the last 5 years. I swear. Because it was like, I couldn't, man, I wake up shitty. I just wake up. Oh my God. I look like, dang. I done use the bathroom on myself. Didn't even know it.
So you don't use it anymore?
Hell, well, I'm prescribed.
Right.
I'm supposed to use it, but man, that thing.
You just don't want to shit yourself.
It scarred me mentally. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Nobody wants to shit themselves.
My daddy gonna joke with me. You want to borrow one of my Depends? I said no, but I might have to, because I'm telling you, I had a pack of 6 underwear, and I back to back,
just fucking tearing them up. You gotta get those brown military ones.
Man, I'm telling you, it'll hurt your stomach too. It will. But my numbers was off the chain, amazing. I was like, I ain't never had numbers in the green.
Oh, okay.
Like that. So, and my stuff is normally high, very high. And when I couldn't get that, that's why they got me that Ozempic. And when I was taking it, you had it, the side effects and all that is terrible. But yeah, you will lose some weight, and it will get your numbers down to where you want them.
So now, what was your journey with Ozempic?
Okay, well, I didn't mess up a pack of nothing. Yeah, it do give you loose bowels.
No.
No. It do give you loose bowels or whatever. But mine, I'm a type 2 diabetic also, right? And so they gave it to me, and I think I lost maybe like 20 pounds, but I stayed on it maybe like 3 months. But when the other people started taking it for other reasons,
weight loss.
Yeah, right. They said that I also worked at a job that made it, right? They also said that it was hard to get because it was out. But every day I would go to work and it'd be lined the halls. I think it made it more demanding. My sugars got up to 500 one day, and I couldn't get it because it wasn't in the store, but I was making it every day. So then we asked the director, is it possible to make a way for people that work there that was diabetic on that? Could we get it some type of way? And it was like, unfortunately not. So my sugars went to the point it was like high. I had to switch to something else in order to keep my sugars on control, because they the media put
because the weight loss people were hogging it up.
That's what the media put it, but it was in the place, lined the halls. We still had, they just weren't shipping it out.
God, it's crazy. Have you seen the South Park episode where they like make fun of the Ozempic?
They have something called Ozempic face too, and you droop. So that's why every day, I think I told you about it. When I wash my face, I say, pow, pow, pow. I slap my face because I'm not trying to have the droop. That's when I was taking it, but it will make your face droop. A lot of stars, face droop.
Well, I mean, I can tell, like, so there's a running joke here. But by the way, if you haven't seen the South Park episode with the Ozempic, it's hilarious. They did like a whole 1.5-hour movie.
Oh, wow.
It's fucking hilarious. Super funny. Super funny. It's making fun of like all the people like hogging it up and like using it for weight loss. But anyway, so there's a running joke in my town of Clayton that somebody made a meme that says Clayton, North Carolina, the official diet of Ozempic and Adderall. Because like everybody in Clayton, like everybody's taking Adderall and Ozempic. But here's the thing, like I don't care about Ozempic. It's for me, it's like roids or TRT or any of the other shit that everybody's doing. Like if you have to lie about it, then maybe. Yeah, let me just present this. Why do people need or feel the need to lie about being or not when they say, man, you've lost a lot of weight? What are you doing? Why is it the first thing they say is I'm eating right? And well, no, the first thing is I'm on Ozempic.
Yeah, people don't want to let you know that they're using a drug to assist in it.
Why?
I think it's natural. It's just like you see a bodybuilder and you
know they got roids.
Yeah,
like that
he
shit.
doesn't. He
but they won't be. That's what I'm saying.
Say I'm all natural.
Even with the ones
vegan.
The ones that take the weight loss surgery. A lot of them will tell you the same thing. I had somebody tell me a long time ago. I was like, "Oh, how did you lose so much weight?" And it was like, over a period of time. But what happens is you can tell because the head starts shrinking first, and it starts shrinking. It look like they're out on drugs,
right?
Or out of it, yeah.
I mean, that was like my point too, is because. You know, I own an establishment and people come into it all the time. And I mean, I can immediately right away tell who's on Ozempic and who's not. I mean, it's completely obvious. And I'll be like, oh my God, you look great. And they're like, yeah, you know, I've been eating right. I've been really cutting out this, and that. And then I'm
but they also take
okay.
Well, actually, I mean, Ozempic, it will cut your appetite.
Well, yeah, that's what it does. I mean, but it's not like.
I ordered a 6-piece wing and could only eat 2.
Right.
And didn't have a taste for the rest of it. I was like, man,
and then you shit the rest of it
away. Right. And later that night, boom, just go everything.
Well, I was talking to a woman this week.
Corn, I ain't even eat corn.
This woman this week.
That's what you said from back. Yeah.
And she was actually like, I was like, God, you've lost so much weight. I barely recognize. She's like, yeah, I'm using the Ozempic. And I was like, oh wow, that's awesome. And she was like, I was like, how is it? And she's like, it's good now. She's like, but I've never been so sick in my life when I first started it. She's like, I was down for like 4 days where I thought I was gonna die. It's like the flu,
thyroids and stuff too.
Yeah,
I guess I can see all good, but I mean, she's lost a ton of weight. My argument is it's not really an argument, but what I'm saying is like losing weight is not good, and that's not. I mean, I'm sorry, being overweight is not healthy, and it's not good, and it prohibits you from doing a lot of things.
You ever watch that show 600 Pound Life?
Yeah,
I caught a clip today.
Dr. Now.
There was an older lady. She was in her 50s, and she was 800 pounds. And she took a picture of her. She said she couldn't walk, haven't been able to walk in a few years. But she was abused, and I guess her abuser was out there, done shot somebody else. So she basically hid in a house that she didn't think he could find her. And basically food became her, like her best friend.
Wow.
She sat there and ate herself up to 800 pounds.
Dude, I know a woman that ate herself to death. She was beautiful. She was a singer. She was a country singer. She actually wrote a hilarious song that I memorized called The First Time We Made Love. Love that song. It used to be one of my favorite songs. You want me to sing a little bit?
You said you wrote it.
No, she wrote it.
Sing a little snippet of it.
She's dead now.
Oh,
she died, but
2 or 3 lines.
2 or 3 lines. It was the first time we made love. I cried because it felt so right. My love, last night was the best night of my life. Chimes, bring. We started out as friends. Chimes, bring. But then the love entered in because the first time we made love. Yeah.
I'm not laughing at your singing. I'm laughing at when you first started, you were looking at me.
Mhm.
I'm like, man, you can't look at it. You don't
Yeah,
look
I
at
can.
me, man, while you singing a love song.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song, though, isn't it? She was in love. She was in love with this guy. She wrote this song about making love to him, and then he leaves her, and she
remix,
gets
I bet the remix is
super
something.
fat. Yeah,
Boy,
yeah. So
That's
she ended up eating herself to death. She like ate herself into a heart attack. Like just wouldn't stop.
wow.
So yeah, really sad shit here. But listen, going back to it is like if you're fat and out of shape, getting skinnier and getting in shape is a lot better for you. So some people will be like, well, Ozempic can't be healthy. Yeah, but like neither can being super fat. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna knock you on however you gotta lose weight. I just do think it is funny how many people need to lie about it. I would just come out with it, man. Like say what I got a friend, he does TRT and some steroids, but he fucking tells everybody. Like he was telling me the other night, he was like, dude, I freaking take that needle. Like I show my kids, like I show my son, I'm like, look, this is how you do it. You know, you want to get big. You know, it's like I guess you're just gonna do it, own it.
You know, that's the thing about them steroids. Your testicles shrink, you know.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they were talking about that. You know, when guys, you know, we going to the gym, you know, you looking at the guys that's drinking the whey,
Yeah.
you know, they drinking
all that soy shit too.
Yeah,
You gotta be careful.
you know,
yeah.
that makes them use the bathroom too. All that protein, you know, sitting out all that protein, but and you never seen nobody with the syringe or whatever. They, you know, was doing that on the side.
Oh man, when I was in the
doing.
military, dude, guys were sticking that syringe between their toes to like hide the needle marks and shit, dude.
I know
Put in their ass.
I had to get blood for because like some diabetic, right? And they were looking at trying to find a spot for my veins, right? It was just a mark what they did there, and they was looking. They was like, "Why you got so much?" Like trying to insinuate I was a needle shooter or something. I said, "Because y'all been taking my like what in the world?"
Yeah.
I'm telling you that hair on.
but you got to have a change of mindset whether you take those Ozempic or not, because you're gonna gain that weight back. Just like people get the surgery, they don't change that mindset. That stomach gonna grow. I mean, I've seen people gain the weight right back.
Like you said, other than Ozempic, I seen people own stuff. Oh yeah, I take this weight loss, but they still eat like. You know, come on, you can't sit there eat a whole chicken and damn fixins.
Well, that's my problem.
Taking medicine.
I lost 17 pounds this year so far doing jujitsu, but now like I'm stuck at like 207 pounds because like I haven't changed my diet.
7 pounds.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm eating like I've always eaten. The only thing is I'm just doing jujitsu on top of it.
I wonder. My question is, what if you in a sport like you a boxer,
right?
And you trying to make weight?
Oh, it's so
you
tough.
know, or climb up a weight class. I mean, go down a weight class. Yeah. I wonder if they be taking stuff like Ozempic to help them get down.
Oh, that's a good question. I wonder if that's like. I wonder if it's like a prohibited drug. That's a good question.
Right.
Can you look that up for us, Deadleg?
Sometimes, I mean, you think about it. If I'm a boxer and I'm, you know, they getting paid millions of dollars, and you the champion at 160, and here I am 200. I need to lose 40 pounds so I can fight you for $4 or $5 million, a big time payday. I need to, you know, I'm gonna still work on my skills, but I got to get down and make weight. So why not use Ozempic?
Well, here we go. I'm not the biggest Amy Schumer fan, but she's a comedian. Like, you know, so we'll give her some love. Amy Schumer slams celebs lying about Ozempic. She says, "Shut the fuck up." This is coming from Page 6 News. Let's see what it is. Yeah, page6.com. Amy Schumer wants celebrities who are lying about using Ozempic to shut the fuck up. The comedian called out stars who claim to have lost weight simply by eating smaller portions while appearing on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen Thursday. You're on Ozempic or one of those things, or you got work done. Just stop, Schumer 42 told everyone hiding their use of the type 2 diabetes drug. Be real with people, she continued. When I got lipo, well, I can't find it. It just cuts off. Hang on. When I got lipo,
Oh, that's right. She was a big girl.
I was one of those people that felt. Oh wait, no. I immediately. The article is strange. It skips to a bunch of pictures and then it doesn't pick back up. But the article does go on to say the I Feel Pretty star also admitted to taking Ozempic herself like a year ago, while Schumer immediately invested in the medication. Semaglutide was not livable.
Semaglutide.
Okay, what is it?
Semaglutide.
I was one of those people that felt so sick and couldn't play with my son, she explained, referencing her and her husband, Chris Fisher's 4-year-old Gene. I was also so skinny and throwing a ball at me, I couldn't, is what she says. So Schumer's not the first comedian to come clean about Ozempic. In January, Chelsea Handler told Call Her Daddy podcast listeners that she had formerly taken the drug without realizing it. My anti-aging doctor just hands it out to everybody, the former Chelsea lately host 48 explained at the time. She said, if you ever want to drop 5 pounds, this is good. Handler clarified that she was not on it anymore despite considering herself an irresponsible drug user. I'm not going to take a diabetic drug, she said. I'm not going to do that. That's not for me right now. Many Bravo celebrities have spoken about their experience with semaglutide, which is the active ingredient of Ozempic and Wegovy. Yeah.
Saxenda. Some of that stuff will make you suicidal too.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I took Saxenda and lost like 35 pounds on it, but I wasn't suicidal, but it had me thinking stuff like, what if my kids die today? Or my mama's dead.
Oh,
and I was like, what kind of crap? And so I got off. This you can.
Oh yeah.
You can get off this. You don't have to wait like insulin. Right. You have to talk to your doctor, but you just stop. Yeah.
That's wild, dude. That is super wild. Give us some before and after pictures, Deadleg. Do we have any before and after pictures?
I didn't get to get those pulled because a lot of those are in bathing suits or in their underwear.
Oh, I got you.
That's what he wants. That's what he wants.
That's what we want. Listen,
John always yells at us for putting those up because he'll get us demonetized, I guess.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, I'm a piece of shit, so I'm gonna do it. I'll upload one really quick. But you can always tell, right? Like you can tell when somebody's lost weight via Ozempic because they're, like you said, their faces sag, kind of like sinks down.
What's that dog?
You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be like mean and insensitive, but like I feel like a lot of them look like cancer patients. Here we go. Here's some Mandy Collins before and after. Look at Oprah's before and after. But look how thin her hair looks. Her hair doesn't look as nice. You know what I mean?
I ain't saying that about though. Celebrities can get it because they are celebrities. But like you said, somebody who
really I was making it, couldn't get it.
They have to go.
Yeah, you can get it for diabetes. You can't get it,
but they won't send it out though. It was like they was trying to hold it, so it'd be a big demand for it.
Well, let's jump into the last story of the night tonight. Dennis Quaid baffled by Facebook explanation for throttling the promotion of Reagan's biopic. If you're just now following this story, Dennis Quaid plays Ronald Reagan in the new film, the new biopic called Reagan. And within like the last couple of weeks, Facebook will not let him advertise the film without an explanation, and Netflix was not going to pick up the film, period. And then what they told him was because it had political, it would sway people politically in the next upcoming election. Yeah. But how? Reagan hasn't been the president in a very long time. And if you watch the trailer, it's just like a regular biopic. By the way, Obama had his Netflix documentary come out in the middle of the last election. It's never been a problem before. Quaid thinks it's maybe because of his, because the president he's portraying is a conservative, and it's been pretty apparent that Google's had it out for conservatives in the last couple of weeks. Google not allowing you to Google Trump's name without Kamala Harris coming up, and some of the other things that Google has done in regards to Trump campaigns. Same as Dennis Quaid's running into, that he's not able to advertise for the film on Facebook. A lot of people think that this is on both sides. I was actually watching a YouTube.
And what about TikTok? Because Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, so I think he's
Instagram, but what
about I think Twitter. He's
X,
but you're missing a lot. You're missing a big crowd. I mean, you got to think the people your age, your generation hasn't left Facebook. The older generation hasn't gone over to Instagram or TikTok.
My face.
You still on Friendsters. Let me read this. This is from Fox News. Reagan star Dennis Quaid responded on Tuesday to Facebook's explanation for why it was throttling efforts to boost marketing of his new biopic about the 40th president, suggesting it didn't hold water. At first, Facebook reportedly wouldn't allow the movie's marketing team to boost a post with Quaid's picture promoting the movie through paid advertisement. Also, Facebook suspended the movie's official account account on at least 2 occasions over clips it posted of Quaid discussing the movie and media appearances. The marketer said that they were told by Facebook that the post mentions politicians or is about sensitive issues that could influence public opinion and how people vote and may impact the outcome of an election, because they fucking think you stupid.
But see, they worried about that, but they will be pushing Hernandez, the tight end that played for the
Chargers?
No, he played for the Tom Brady team.
Oh, okay, yeah. Patriots.
Right.
The one that killed himself in prison?
Well, he killed some people to get
Well,
in prison.
sure.
But that's you can't even turn the TV on any channel and they promoting the hell out of that. I don't want to see that. We know how he ended, for one, and two, it won't good. You got to. I mean, I would love to see the Reagan movie. Those movies that
So if Facebook
came Trump movie came out, I would love to see it.
I mean, I watch any biopics. I mean, I watch a lot of biopics. A Facebook spokesperson told Fox News Digital that while there are no restrictions on the page that would prevent the admins from posting, we did identify a handful of ads from this account that were incorrectly rejected. But it's always funny how they're incorrectly rejecting on conservative outlets. And listen, whether you're conservative or not, I mean, you still don't want. Nobody wants to see another political rival silenced or stifled. I would have a really big problem with that. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's gone.
You know what? He was a conservative that, he did a lot. He was an actor in Hollywood. Then he became a governor of California. But I mean, and there's a lot to talk about in his military because he didn't really want to be military, but he also didn't want to be a draft dodger. And so he had nearsighted blindness that got him a pretty cush job in the military. But then he goes on to be a California governor, which is a huge fucking deal, right? Then he goes on to be a president, and then he gets shot at. I think it was five different assassination attempts. Shot at 5 different times.
If you watch my movie, one of my shorts, we used a clip of his shooting.
Really?
Yeah.
Ronald Reagan.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
When all the guys, he got shot, and his
claps on him.
Claps on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name of that movie?
It was the Sins of the Wicked.
Sins of the Wicked.
Like
where can our fans watch your movie?
Tubi. It's on
Tubi.
All three
it's
of
on,
them.
it's on
Sins
Tubi.
of the Wicked on Tubi. If you want to see Jay Durrell, did you write
it's
that?
It's called the Wicked series. I was a co-writer, a producer, executive producer, and everything, and I starred in it. So yeah.
Okay.
He was wicked in there too. He was.
I remember that. That was when you played the detective, right? Yeah, I remember that.
That's the one that when your daddy say, "Can you pass me my pills?" And I was like, "He's really not gonna give him." I got so far into it.
Yes, there it is. Sins of the Wicked. He's got it pulled up right there. Go and check it out. It's sad that that's where we're at in this world right now. Is that we're silencing movies, but you can put other movies that have extreme political implications, like Civil War, right? Like they put that everywhere, and you could advertise. I mean, remember all the ads? I mean, and some of those ads were. Remember the trailer where the guy who has the glasses and he's like, "What side are you on?" You know what I mean? Like, whoa, that was a powerful trailer. So, don't tell me that didn't have political implications or could sway you, but this one can. This is more of that. And this was the sad thing about American politics right now is that politics was never meant to deny somebody a service or anything like that. Your political affiliation or political views is just simply that. I mean. It's not something to be ashamed of or hated on. And so I have a huge problem. I would have if the Republican Party or the Conservative Party was actively silencing news media, I would have a huge problem. I would protest against that. And so I think it's but I think more people are coming around to it. I was watching a YouTuber.
They have something like that with David Duke.
What's David Duke?
Klan. He was the head of the Klan.
Well, the Klan was part of the Democratic Party.
Yeah. But I know he running for office or something, and everybody was like, "Oh no, he headed the Klan." Yeah, he headed the Klan, but he had his followers though.
Yeah,
and he was like, "No,"
because he's something look different about him. Like
he was trying to put stuff out there.
Right.
Of course, television and radio back then, but
okay, so let's put it this way: what if a known Black Panther was running to run for politics? Should they be allowed?
As long as it ain't to me, I say as long as
I do too. I think they should be allowed to run.
As long as they're not encouraging people violence and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
That was the difference between.
I mean, why can't you encourage? What's the problem with encouraging people to do violence?
A lot of people was like, man, Malcolm X, back in the day, Malcolm X was very well spoken, but could he run for office? No, because at the time he was preaching hate. He was preaching fight the power, fight people and everything. And him and that's where him and Martin Luther King differences, because Martin Luther King was like, let's go in peace. We're gonna sit in, do the sit-ins, and they could do everything they want to us. We're gonna sing, we shall overcome. Well, Malcolm X was like, fuck that. We're gonna fight, fire with fire. And until he learned about, went on his pilgrimage and he learned.
But I mean, it's like, I think the American people should get to have their vote. Like if they want to run, if Malcolm X wanted to run, let him run. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it was different because we did have a black female back in the day, Shirley Chisholm. She ran for office, and she was good. If I was back then, I would have voted. I would have tried to get her because what she stood for and who she was fighting for everybody. Yeah, she was fighting for equal, black, whites, women's, a lot of women rights and stuff, women voting rights and all that stuff. But yeah, anybody should be able to run. But like you said, why with this here? It's in the past, This is about Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan's not even here no more. But it's always good to let these younger generations know about the presidents. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how many movies have you seen about Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, those guys, Benjamin Franklin, know? But why not? What, who? Jimmy Carter? What? 99 years old?
Well, I mean, I think simply because he was a conservative Republican president. I think they want the Republican conservative party to disappear. I think the left wants conservatives to go away, which I just went on one of the most
and another
historical tours of my life.
Another thing too, even though it's a biography, they change stuff, they omit stuff in films, because you can't. I mean, because some of that stuff be boring, so they would have to change,
spice it up a little bit,
spice it up for entertainment purposes. Yeah, that's what they scared. They scared they might say some stuff that they gonna come back and be like, no, that ain't true. That ain't. They made that up. That ain't. They don't want that to get out.
Right. But they'll do it with anybody else.
Right.
You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to see the film and, we're over it. Speaking of being throttled, of course, and we, ever since we had to restart the new Failure to Stop podcast channel 4 years ago, it's just never really been the same on YouTube. And, we have put together our efforts on YouTube. 99% of our listenership comes from audio, but, it's YouTube's starting to come around with us. Some of our videos do take off. So if you are one of these YouTube guys that watch and follow us, what really helps in the algorithm is that you hit the like button, but more importantly that you hit the share button and you share it on your Facebook, whether you have 1 follower, 2 followers, or 100 followers on your Facebook. Just hit the share button. And
beautiful. I'm a handsome dude.
He
need to be seen.
He needs to be seen. Better seen than heard. Actually,
I know my voice is sexy.
Better seen than viewed.
Of course, you want to see Margaret all the time. We always want to see Margaret. And this week we are going to do Margs with Marg at some point. Maybe like Friday.
Make your shirt too.
We're going to go do margaritas with Marg.
Make a shirt.
Okay. Yeah. Say Margs with Marg. Just have a night of margaritas with Marg. Don't seem so excited. Don't seem so excited.
I'm about to freeze in here.
Are you cold in here?
Yes.
You should have brought a beanie cap.
I know.
Your nipples hard.
Hey, can somebody make?
I was sitting over there.
Dude, my nipples. I was in Texas, and they had the air conditioners like so down low, like everywhere we went. And I was wearing this like athletic collared shirt, and my nipples. If you go look at the pictures on Instagram, Photoshop, you'll see my nipples are out on like every fucking picture. It's kind of embarrassing, but anyway, give us a share on the YouTubes. If you're one of our audio listeners, we'd appreciate a 5-star rating and review. God, it helps us so much in the podcast world algorithms. That's the biggest thing. So give us, there we go. You can see my hard nipples. That's me with Yako Booyans from Blaze TV, Blaze Media. Actually, the movie Taken was written about his sister, and we're working on a human trafficking project currently. And I'm so proud to be a part of that team that you see in that picture right there. And there'll be lots of things to come. So we're working on something real special in regards to human trafficking, fighting human trafficking, and hopefully, hopefully the.
What?
What's that?
Human trafficking.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
we
was
went
one
to.
of my big topics for my senior.
Oh, I have to talk to you. I mean, I just did like a human trafficking roundtable at Blaze TV, and then afterwards I got to go visit Glenn Beck's vault, and it was just a very special weekend. So anyway, guys, we love you guys. We appreciate you being in the live chats. And listen, Political News Wednesday is going to be insane. We got the DNC happening right now, which the protesters, listen, they took Chicago, went into full lockdown. I mean, like, freaking, it's insane what they've done to secure the DNC. And what I've heard so far since we've been live tonight is that they had already breached one of the gates. Is that true, Deadleg?
Yeah, they had breached one of the fences, the outer fences, and Chicago PD was trying to set up a new inner perimeter.
So yeah, well, there's thousands of police officers down there right now to try to keep that thing safe, but it's going to hit the fan. There's a lot of it's all pro-Palestinian protesters, if I'm not mistaken, in Antifa, correct?
That's correct.
It's not conservatives that are out there looting and rioting. It's pro-Palestinian Antifa.
Yep,
far left extremists, if you want to call them that. The media will never call them far right. But if it was just one conservative with a billboard, it would be a far right extremist. But they have these pro-Palestinians out there tearing down fences, and they're not. But anyway, yeah, here we go right now. This is going on live at the DNC right here. Just absolute chaos.
There's no way, man. There's no off-duty money they could offer me to work there.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, and they think that Kamala has this like crazy landslide popularity vote. Like, there's no protesters like that even going on at Trump protests. So I think that the news is poisonous right now, and they're doing a huge disservice to the left right now, because you should know, if your team is down, you want to know that they're down so you fight harder. But if you tell your team they're doing great and they're not going to get their ass whooped, then they go in with this, you know what I mean? This sense of this lack of urgency, right? Like if you're on a football field, when you got that 2-minute drills, that's why we practice 2-minute drills. So when you're losing, you're ready to go. And I feel like right now the left should be on their 2-minute drills, but they're, saying that, that she's gained, that she's gained 27 points, in a historic world record. You went from Joe Biden and Donald Trump having historically the most people who have ever voted in the history of mankind, allegedly voted on the day that Biden and Trump voted. And now you're saying that she's going to beat both of them, that she's going to beat that one, she's going to beat the Obama when all the folks voted for Obama. Like, I think it's a disservice. I don't think it's honest either. And this just shows it to you. I mean, look how many people are literally protesting on the left of the left. So they've got to figure that out. If you're on the left, you should urge your party to try to figure that out. Unless they're going to cheat the election, then they don't have to worry about any of this. So it don't really matter. But anyway, that's all going to be for Wednesday's political show. On Wednesdays, we're going to have to talk all about this, dissect what's going on, and listen, hearts and prayers to all the law enforcement officers that are out there on the front lines, because I don't think tonight's going to be a very pretty night. I hope that the protesters get bored quick and that there's just too much security and they leave. But I have seen the videos of the pallets of bricks being left. One was by that university. I believe it was at an all-black university, or was it a Catholic university? But there were massive cinder blocks just dropped off out in front, and real scary. So I mean, obviously Antifa dropping off the blocks. So what does a historically black college have to do with anti-Palestinian protests? Nothing. So you're going to go and destroy, or even a Catholic college, which has nothing to do with, the pro-Palestinian movement. That, there's nowhere in that fight. So I very oddly placed bricks, in my opinion, but we'll see. We'll cover all that on Wednesday. For myself, comedian J. Darrell White and comedian Margaret Owens. Go ahead.
I know we didn't do the movie review, but everybody go and watch Aliens.
Oh,
watch the new movie Aliens. We'll talk about it next week, but go watch the movie Aliens.
Okay, yeah, let's next week. You guys need to text me, not the group. Actually, I'll answer the group, but just let's do a couple of movie reviews, because you've seen some movies. You saw Deadpool. You saw we got Deadpool. You got a movie review from Aliens. Let's make sure we put that at top of the list next week. Movie reviews by Jay Durrell. Tune in next week and let us know if he hasn't seen any movies and what we need to go watch. But for myself and all the crew here, Dead Leg Media, thank you so much for being in the chats and helping us out. We will see you Wednesday for Political News Wednesday. Peace out.
Peace.